damn it. Hey, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my video upload. I uploaded it myself. No one helped.
It has to do with an academic theology of
exactly, man.
Oppressor and oppressed.
Yes.
If you only look at the world as oppressor versus oppressed, you then have to choose.
Which I do.
In a conflict, this group is the oppressor, this group is the oppressed. It's also why, and that's also what's going on when it comes to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Israelis are made to be the oppressor, the Palestinians the oppressed, and on and on and on. And that's part of what's going on at Harvard, that theology, that way of looking at the world.
Okay, what the hell is this? Oh, that's Jake Trapper. That's Jake Trapper in a clip there. Jake Clipper.
That's Jake Clipper right there.
That's Jake Clipper. Does this stupid guy do? Oh, he's on the news. He does news content for a little bit in between ads for medication. And what the hell did he do? He said some stuff. He said some meaningless stuff there on Bill Maher's show. Whoa, wait, what, on Bill Maher's show? Somebody said something stupid? What? Is that legal? I saw this on social media, man. I go on social media sometimes, man, and I saw this. I saw people making fun of this clip, okay? Oh my f***ing God, man. I was disappointed, too, by this. I was disappointed that the journalist Bill Maher let this slip by, you know. This is not normal. He usually grills people's ass. Whoa. Whoa. He usually really grills the ass of people. Can we go to that clip? Can we go to that journalism clip? Look it up, man.
There's a lot of things on Viki. That's like Graphic Teen Wiki or something like that. It's like the heart of Asian entertainment.
Say this again.
It gets me every time. Yeah, so there you go, man. Before you judge these journalists, you know, before you go around judging and posting your clips, oh, this guy's an idiot, you know, on Twitter. Oh, this guy's a moron. Oh, 100 likes, you know. Just remember this. Look how evasive that public figure is being, and Bill Maher's really trying to get to the truth about this matter. You know, come on, man. Come on, man. It's so hard that he was driven to drinking. He was driven to drinking vodka because of the stress of this kind of crap. We'll be right back. I know this life meant for me. Yes, it is. Okay, stop. Oh, PBD, that's my main dude. What the hell's these guys talking about? Let's check it out.
Right, so this leads to the black guy. There's a video of showing the way Elon is moving. I think that's the one, the behavior. A lot of people questioning things. Go for it.
Paul Davidson.
Iluma. Acting very nicely. I think Colombia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. Another 100.
Look at Tom. What the hell? Guaranteed Tom is looking at the wrong monitor. What the hell does it say? Tom, it's over there. What? What do
you think about that behavior?
Did you hear what he said about the black eye? Did you hear what he said? He got it?
The sun.
He says, yeah, you know, I was just...
I like how PBD tees that up. What do you think about that, man? What's that about, man? What do you think about that? Oh, you know, by the way, I watched that whole, what is it, Elon Musk and Trump thing. I saw that clip. They're like, oh, look, this guy's looped out, man. This guy's really out, man. Honestly, if you go watch that, that's like by far the least insane part of that whole thing.
The fundamental moral flaw of the left is empathy for the criminals and not empathy for the victims.
Really, for the first 4 months of the year, they're stellar. They're really stellar. I mean, I could go back and look at the first 4 months of many different years.
Okay, anyway, what the hell else we got to say here on the...
Paul Davidson? Huh?
Because of how scary what I actually think happened here. I think that this is predatory because I think the Doge thing was a show because all he did was cut contracts, cut a few jobs, didn't touch defense, didn't touch Medicare, didn't touch Social Security. But what he did do is extract all of the data from the Treasury, from all the government departments, and then makes a deal with Palantir.
How do you know that he did that?
Which part?
The extracted all the information.
Because like they got the data to go through all of it.
How do you know that though?
I mean, I researched it and asked ChatGPT and it said like, yeah, they collected vast amounts of data and I asked Grok.
So I don't know. So you think he took the data from the citizens of the United States to use in his own benefit long term?
Well, the most important thing for when you're building an AI is to get good data, and the biggest, most vast amount of data is what he had access to.
Okay, I don't know whoever the hell goddamn guy this is right here, but this should be of concern to the...
Paul Davidson?
Why does he go up on the end like that? Paul Davidson? Paul Davidson? But this should be of concern to the PBD crew. You know, they've been really hyping this up. Oh man, that guy's gonna go in there, they're gonna fix everything right up. This guy's like, oh no, he's just like stealing everybody's information. Come on, guys. You gotta deal. You gotta grapple, man. Grapple with this, please.
I think there's a different. I understand what you're saying. I think.
Is it ridiculous?
I think Elon Musk.
Shut up, man.
Got his little fix with working on the government. Look behind the curtain. Says, I want none of this. Do you understand that in December of 2024, before the inauguration, Elon Musk was the richest man in the world. His net worth was $486 billion, almost $500 billion.
Hey, Vinny, shut up for a second. Let me speak. What the hell was I going to say? Oh, yeah, he sacrificed everything for us, man. I like that. That's classic PBD right there. You know, this guy's like, look, here's something that should be of concern to you guys. Everybody, really. And then other Vinny is like, you know, I understand what you're saying, but I think he looked behind that curtain. He was like, this shit's all f***ed up. This is some shit, man. Oh, really? Well, why do you think that? I just do. I just do because I could do whatever the hell I want on my own person, and you don't tell me what to do. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, man.
Harvard has trained so many Chinese communist officials, they call it their party school. Rob, if you have this clip here from Wall Street Journal. The Trump administration, led by Marco Rubio, announced by Wednesday a plan to tighten visa criteria for Chinese students with Communist Party ties, potentially revoking visas for those in critical fields.
Meanwhile, as the Trump administration works to cap Harvard's foreign enrollment, a new Wall Street Journal report outlines how much the university has become a training ground for CCP leadership, all on the American taxpayers' dime.
Oh, great. The list oh, shit, man. This story affects me personally as an alumni of Harvard. I had to get in there through being a janitor. I put equations on the blackboard at night. I threw an apple at a guy or something. And then I got married to Minnie Driver, and then I went to therapy. Or whatever the hell of things that I did. But this is a stupid story right here, what they're defending or defunding Harvard because they protested. They were all racist, I guess. So we're doing a goofy, stupid political stunt about this, and also Chinese Red Scare. And then we go like this. And then we go like this.
How much influence Beijing has gained inside our own institutions.
Okay, Tom, your thoughts on this?
Kick it over to Tom.
So my first thought is this.
Okay.
Brendan.
Too boring, man.
I tell you, listen, over the next 10 years.
Tom's doing a little bit of showboating. Okay, Tom, you're done. Move on. Let's go to Adam. Okay, Tom, take it too long. Go straight to hell. We'll go to Adam, okay?
And then you just send them back to their countries with all our culture, with all our information, and then just their countries reap the benefits for the 4, 5, 10 years that they spend in the United States. There's a whole conversation of what's happening with Trump and Harvard.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
There's no free speech. They indoctrinate. They don't educate. And this is my biggest problem with Harvard. They're raising a entire class of our citizens who not only don't love America, they don't barely like America. They hate America.
Hey, whoa. Not only do they not like America, they don't even like America of more than a friend. Okay, Adam, are you okay? I'm fine. Shut up, man. Yeah, why did you get back from lunch late, Adam? It's nobody's business but my own, man. I love the PBD show, and I would love to look at their demographic information, you know, on the back end. I'd like to take a little peekaboo at that, you know. I would like to take a little at that. If you looked at the ages of the people viewing it, it's like all 11-year-olds and then 78-year-olds. All male. And those PBD viewers are very concerned that a Chinese guy got into Harvard. They stay up all night.
They stay up all night worried about that.
I guess they're doing like Cold War propaganda stuff on here, but really, I listen to this and it's like, I guess they're basically saying, and this is the fun of watching the PBD show, is trying to figure out what they're talking about, is that like Chinese people shouldn't be allowed to do stuff. You know, what do they do? They're just going to come here and look around and then go back? That's, what the fuck? That's pretty much this guy. I love this guy, Adam. That's pretty much what he's saying here. He's like, people just go from other places in the world and they go to another place and they go back to their first place? The original place of that I was talking about? Who started this? Wait, this has been going on the whole time?
What the fuck?
I'm Adam. Back to you, Tom. And then Tom's like, what?
They hate America.
Whoa.
And Harvard's supposed to be this bastion of free speech and this intellectual, amazing community. And they seem to be like they hate America.
And they're getting more pressure today than ever before, and rightfully so.
Exactly.
Rightfully so is what's happening today right now, and I'm glad it's taking place. Of being an attractive place for parents to want to send their kids to school. So watch this. Freed Israeli hostage says.
Yeah, I mean, another banger from PBD here. PBD and the crew, our favorite show here. You know, I love them because a lot of the times it does seem like they forget what the hell even they're talking about, you know? You know, they just printed out this story. Okay, what the hell are we going to say about this? They're pulling funding from Harvard. Oh, PBD's like, what a great move. Another absolute slam dunk here. Going to pull funding from Harvard because of what they protested, and there's a Chinese guy going to school there. What a great move that really improves the life of the average American, you know? You know, me, PBD, you know? I have a son. He wanted to write quippy satire for the Harvard Lampoon. Now he can't. After what their little asses have been up to, you know, he's going to have to go to Second City or UCB. He's going to have to do UCB now. It's a big disappointment to him as a comedy writer.
And in baseball, there's one team in baseball.
No, there's more than one. Okay, go ahead.
That's like, look, we're not playing. Why are the Texas Rangers the only MLB team without a Pride Night? Okay, this is Minnesota Star Tribune. Okay. The Rangers, the only Major League Baseball team without a Pride Night, stated our long-standing commitment remains the same. Okay. And, you know, Tom, your thoughts. You're a sports guy. You follow sports. What are your thoughts about some of these teams taking the positions that they did, and MLB being the one that says, Rangers being the one that says, we're not playing this game?
Well, I looked at the NFL teams on a map, and I thought it was very interesting. And the bravest owners is the Jets, New York, Ravens, Maryland, Baltimore, and the Seahawks in Seattle, Washington.
Wait, whoa. I love this here. They're like, okay, Tom's going to go on to droning now. Tom's going to do a little bip, 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 bip. Let's put an ad over it. Let's give these people something to look at. Look, I know this guy's human ambient here, but, you know, maybe he could skip over, buy one of these terrible shirts or something. I don't know. He'll come back. He'll be done in like 90 seconds. See, this is why I love PBD, because he's a real man of the people. He's fighting for the average. He's fighting for the average man and woman in America, you know? He's a true populist. He truly cares about his viewers. You know, he's fighting for these things that really help them out, you know? Cutting off some of the funding to Harvard University, and the Texas Rangers baseball team is not doing a Pride Night this year. Oh! Thank you, PBD, for standing up for all of us here in the Valuetainment comments. Please kick Adam off the show and tell Tom to shut the hell up. This is the PBD comment section signing out. That's how they talk.
Just take me to that song for a second, guys. Let me come back and stay focused here. All right, let's go to the next story. Guys,
let's go.
According to Dan Bongino and Cash Patel, there's video footage of Epstein killing himself.
Where is it?
Rob, if you can play this clip.
Paul
is this the one,
Davidson?
Rob?
Yes, sir.
Thank
Those
God.
two cases obviously are of significant public interest. I'm just telling you what we see in the file. I just want to be crystal clear on this.
Come on,
I am not asking anyone to believe me. I'm telling you what's there and what isn't. Right.
Okay, this is a great part here. The PBD, also known as the
Paul Davidson
crew here, they really want these Epstein files out, man. They're sick of this crap. The guys that they love promised, we're going to get all this crap out there. And then they're like, it's fine. We looked through, it's ship-shape, lickety-split. Everything's fine, nothing to see here. So let's check in on what the hell they got to say. Oh, Tom is ready to put us all to sleep. Go ahead, Tom.
That they cleaned things up after the Kennedy assassination.
Put an ad up over
so
Tom.
If there were some people that are on that list that don't want to be that list to be read out loud in front of a camera of the public, then they're in there scrubbing. And I feel like the longer anything goes, Pat, there's opportunities to scrub. And history shows us that criminals in high places are able to get in and scrub. So if there's something there and there's people on that list, and we know there are, the longer this goes, it's just time to scrub. And I'm very uncomfortable looking at two guys that appear very uncomfortable.
That have been on your show.
I only have one question, and that's...
Oh, yeah, that's my man right there, the sleepy time tea of all media, Tom.
Tom is the best at takes.
You know, this whole story is, these guys, pretty sure they came on the PBD show themselves. They're like, we're getting all this crap out there. I remember Glenn Beck came on the show. He's like, 24 hours, man. All this crap's going to be out there. And then Glenn Beck goes, why do I look like this also? He said, kind of a goofy looking guy, am I not? And they're like, let me get a look. Yeah. But Glenn Beck was like, they're going to get this stuff all out there in like 20 minutes, man. And now these same guys, they're like, nothing to see here. It's fine. I like that guy, that Bongino guy's like, look, you have to believe me, man. I have been telling you to believe me for like, a year plus, whatever, couple years. I'm going to get in there, fix all this crap, shine a light. And then he gets in there, he's like, nah, it's fine.
Don't worry, man.
So that's what happened to these guys, and Tom seems to be saying, like, look, I don't know why they're taking so long, man. Because the longer they take, bad guys are going to get in there. They're going to delete stuff or something. It's not that these guys are part of covering things up or lying in the first place. The other bad guys those guys will come in there and they'll do something wrong. Anyway, Adam, do you want to go ahead?
But I said this the last time.
Yes, you did.
These guys had a lot of credibility just a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Everyone was rooting for these guys. Everyone loved these guys. Everyone loved Dan Bongino. Everyone thought Kash Patel was the man. All of a sudden, they're liars. Which one is it?
They're stuck.
Is it?
No, they're stuck. They're not liars.
In your opinion.
Definitely not.
They got
in your opinion.
Adam, there's other weird things around this.
Shut up, man.
But let's
Let
separate
that guy talk,
two things.
dude.
Okay.
That they're liars or not.
No, they're stuck. They're not allowed to say the truth.
There's a difference between lying, Adam.
You're telling me
they came
that a month ago they had ultimate credibility.
I didn't say that. I didn't say no.
Vinny, let me do your part, man. No, yes, they did lie, but they're still good, man. Okay, it's fine, man.
They want justice. I've hung out with Dan Bongino. He's a G. We've met Kash Patel.
So then he can't be lying if you hung out with him.
They made these promises, and I understand that. But then once you show up to the dance and you see everything, and now
there he is, the man, Vinny. You know, he's like, no, of course they weren't lying, man. They weren't lying when they said they're going to go in there. We're going to show everything, man. It's not lying. It's just that they said they were going to go in there, that they went and they don't. What? How is this so hard to understand? It's not lying. It's just making a promise and then not keeping the promise. Are you a moron or something? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm getting an alert. Dip. Ooh, whoa, wait, guys, come in here for a second, man. I just got breaking news that there's a PBD show, but it's all ladies. Whoa, what?
We'll call that MFer out. Me for Biden then. Because I need to understand.
I know you get real angry when people ask you that question, but you need to answer it. Don't yell at me.
No. Do you understand English? I just said I did.
do.
Let her talk,
lying,
man.
Do you really
Hey, shut up. She can speak English, man.
Yes.
We allow them to
we had an
I don't trust Iran.
Lady, let the other lady all the way to the right talk.
After 9/11, I wanted to bomb the crap.
I mean, I think that there's this mistake in thinking most people who take food stamps or Medicaid or like all of them are lazy bums and they just want to live off the government.
I would say a lot.
Based on what? What's your evidence of that?
I would say a lot. I would say actually, I would actually have to correct you on that. They are many of them are quote lazy bums unquote. Many of them are.
Instances of people like in Philadelphia, for instance, there's so many. Even
I don't care about your anecdotal evidence. What's like the data? Do you have
people?
data?
Yes, it's been studied. Every government program is 60% fraud, and the Social Security disability. It's actually led to some horrible things. To get your kids, if you pay people not to work, they're not going to work.
Right. If you pay people not to work, they're just going to be lazy bums. They're just going to write a book every 4 years or something, 6, 7 years. And then wander onto the Bill Maher set or wander onto this set. Lazy bums. Okay, so I guess this is part of the
Paul Davidson
network of services and products. The Let Me Ask You This Corporation. This is funny because it's like, okay, we need an all-female cast political talk show. Who's the host? Jillian. She just got into the political talking game and knows nothing about anything. Get her, she's the main one now. Okay, we need a lady to come on. Who's a lady who talks about politics? Ann Coulter. Let's get Ann Coulter on. Sorry, she's not with us anymore. I'm so sorry. Oh, she is. Okay. Okay, get her on. Get her on to say the exact same things she's been saying for 30 years, 40 years. It's good, though. It's fresh content. You know, you get Ann out there. She's like, everybody's lazy. Nobody wants to work. Get your ass back to work. Watch, I'll do an example. Hey, get to work. Pull up your pants. Kids are bad. Where do I collect my check? I'm Ann. Bye. Oh, she left. Okay. Whoa, not bad views. 161K. Whoo, not bad. This is the main problem I have with this PBD female talk show. What happened, PBD? Couldn't afford to get a better set here? PBD got a little short arms, deep pockets on the her take set here. Come on, PB. PBD comes in. Okay, so what do you ladies need for this thing here? What are we talking here for this set? 1,500? 1,500 max? Hey, it's me, PBD. I ordered some crap from IKEA. I don't have time to get on. Can you guys go pick it up? Put it together?
Today on
Her Take, we'll be using the little IKEA Allen wrenches and putting our set together. And Coulter's here. She refuses to help. She's not helping. She's waiting in the Uber. So, well, there we go, guys. A look at the magical and many say beautiful world of the PBD content product line is how we call it there. Oh my God, guys, it's Wednesday, the most forgettable day of the week, we call that. But I hope you're having a memorable day. Wow, an absolute swish from me on that one. Come on, let's admit it. Put it in the comments, guys. Come on. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm a normal guy with a family, not an AI-generated voice, asking you to please look into your heart. Look into your heart and subscribe on Patreon. Subscribe on Patreon. Look into your heart and look into the description of this video to clink, what clink did I just say? Clink the link. That's great. Clink the link and go to Patreon to subscribe because you're not going to believe this. Please brace yourself for this information that I'm about to share with you. You are missing episodes of this show every single week, okay? What do you get when you subscribe on Patreon? The Tuesday, Thursday episodes. That's talking minimum. There's all other crap in there, okay? So what did I say again? Clink the link and subscribe on Patreon for as little as $2 measly per month. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's almost as much money as that Her Take set cost. I'm working in things from the show there. Anyway, guys, I gotta get B-ho out of here. Pronto. Bye-bye.